Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of the Dorsey Healthy Living Show. I believe this is episode 4. We had Joe
I think
Dre
you're right.
on first. Yeah, Joe Dre on first, Jacob Parker, JP, Kevin Horner, and now another hometown homie, Kiersten
Woo!
Dey. Yeah,
Hello.
we went to high school together. She's one of my really good friends who I've known for about a decade now. So I have, a lot of people
Long
I've
time.
known for a decade now. So welcome to the show. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
on. So
Thanks for having me.
yeah, and thanks for everybody who's watching or listening, depending on where you are. I really appreciate it. We got something good in store today, so I hope everybody enjoys. So I guess we'll go ahead and get it started. So Kiersten, who is Kiersten Dey?
Hello. Thanks again, Jeremy, for having me. So my name is Kiersten. As Jeremy said, we went to high school together. After high school, I went to the University of Iowa, where I pursued a degree in math. So I now live in Central Illinois, where I am studying to be an actuary. I work at an insurance company in the enterprise risk management department. So when I'm not working, I'm studying for exams. That's just part of the career I chose. I like to hang out with my cat. I work out, tend to watch Netflix. I love to travel, all of the fun stuff.
Yeah, yeah. What do you like to watch on Netflix? What's your favorite show?
My all-time favorite show is How I Met Your Mother,
Yes.
but I'm big into reality TV. So The Bachelor, Bachelorette, anything reality TV,
Fair
Bravo
enough.
shows, I'm all over it.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I did watch The Bachelor this year. A good show for those who haven't seen it, and everybody who's gonna come at me and say, "Oh, you're a dude and you watch The Bachelor." Dudes watch The Bachelor too. It's a great show, especially because people
Love the
embarrass
drama.
themselves. Exactly. People embarrass
Makes you
themselves on
feel
that
better
show.
about yourself.
Well, that's not why I watch it, but it's just funny. It's good. It's
Yeah.
comical. It's fun reality TV. So you said you're an actuary. I know that. I'm gonna just say, is that job hard?
The job itself is a little bit difficult. You really have to like math, working in spreadsheets, a lot of data analytic type stuff. The really hard part of it is the exams. So in order to be an actuary, you have to take a series of exams. So there's two different sides. So there's the property casualty side of insurance. So that's your car insurance, home insurance, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And then on the other side, there's life, health, that kind of stuff. So I'm pursuing the property casualty route. So there's a series of exams that you take. It's on the side I'm doing, I'm pursuing to be an associate casualty actuary society actuary. So it ranges. So first few exams are a little bit easier. You kind of learn that stuff in college, and then
Mhm.
as you work your way up, they get harder. They require a lot of studying. So as I said, in my free time, I am studying a
Yeah.
lot. They're very hard exams, but I mean, it's kind of equivalent to getting your master's or doctorate, if you want to think of it that way. So
Yeah. So basically, if when I buy a house, if a huge tornado comes through and knocks half of it over while the other half is still standing, I should come to you, right?
well, no.
Oh,
So an actuary on the property casualty side, so they're the ones that are going to tell you how much you have to pay for your home insurance or your
how much
car
I have to
insurance.
pay? I'm not trying to
So,
pay anything.
well, if you want the coverage, you got to pay the price.
Okay. Well, never mind. I don't want to go down that path anymore because I don't have that much money. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our little fun question or two. The first fun question she'll answer and then I'll answer. Second, as per the theme, you have your room, your desk, and your car. Which one do you clean first and why?
My car, my room, and my desk. Um, I would definitely clean my room first. As you can see, it's pretty tidy. I do like to keep it a little bit clean,
It is. It is.
um, especially now because with the times we're living in, I work where I live and I live where I work. It's all kind of combined into one. So my desk I tend to keep clean just because I have my work laptop and my monitor. So I try to keep it tidy. My car tends to stay pretty clean. I think the only thing that I really have in there is straw wrappers, which save the turtles, use reusable straws.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
But you know, Starbucks just kind of gets you sometimes. So yeah, definitely my room.
Okay.
How about you?
That's fair. Yeah, for me, it's my desk. I can't work in an unorganized space, and I'm a very unorganized person. But I like to write things down and stuff. So I need my thoughts to be organized, which means I need my desk to be organized. And I spend so much time at my desk, so much thoughtful time at my desk that I need all of that to be organized. My car stays pretty clean too. Don't like a messy car. My room, on the other hand, I'll just be straight up, could be a lot more organized. And because I'm generally unconscious or subconscious, not unconscious, I'm not dead. Um, Generally subconscious when I'm in my room, other than watching TV. I generally don't keep my room as clean as the next person, like you. But for me, it's definitely my desk and then my car. But I definitely need to clean my car right now. It's been a little bit since I've cleaned my car. But we're not driving that much.
That is
COVID's
very
kind of
true.
yeah, COVID's kind of kept us from driving. So I guess that's okay. I mean,
I will say that living where I work has changed me. I used to not be a very cleanly person.
fair.
But it was hard because when you go to work for 8 hours a day and then you come home, you work out, the last thing you want to do is your laundry or put your laundry away and clean. So now that I'm home 24/7 almost, it makes it easier to be clean because I don't have an excuse. I have all the time.
Fair enough. And just so people know, we're not dirty people. I'm just an
No.
unorganized person. There's a difference between being dirty and being unorganized. I'm just unorganized. I'm a
Yes.
very clean person
Yes.
still. So
Yeah, I
no,
agree.
that's okay. On to question number 2. This one's a little deeper, so you may need some time to think about it, but that's okay.
Okay.
If you were CEO of a company, name one thing that you would make compulsory in the office or required, law, whatever, and one thing that you would ban from the office.
Okay. Let me think about this. So the required is easy for me. I think one thing that I would require is some sort of rec room or multiple rec rooms. So something that would include ping pong tables, pool tables,
Okay.
foosball, maybe a karaoke machine.
Ooh, I need to come work for you.
I mean, there are multiple studies that show that a good work environment is important and beneficial to a company. It increases productivity, creativity, innovation. And I think it also kind of instills an even better work ethic in the employees. Maybe throw a nap room in there because I know there have been multiple days where on my lunch, I wish I could go take a 30-minute nap.
Absolutely.
And if I could go take a 30-minute nap, I think I'd come back the rest of the day ready to take on even more work. So I definitely think a rec room can be beneficial, and just giving them a good work environment is so important.
Absolutely. I agree. What about
So,
one thing you'd ban from the office?
so one thing I'd ban is inflexible hours or a 40-hour work week. So
Okay.
I'm very lucky and fortunate that the company I work for and the boss that I work for allow me to have flexibility in my hours. So what I mean by that is if I'm going out of town on a Friday and I don't want to take PTO, my boss says, great, put your hours in Monday through Thursday, take Friday off. You don't need to take PTO. I think one thing, people get burnt out on work. If you're not allowing people that flexibility, they're going to get burnt out. They're not going to want to take PTO. So, I mean, burnout is never good.
Right.
So I think having the flexible hours is so key, or letting people work remotely. So that's another thing. If I need to work remotely because I'm just not feeling well and I don't want to get anyone else at work sick, but I'm well enough to work from home, I have that ability. So I think just overall, the flexibility in hours, thankfully ours is only 38.75-hour weeks. And even that extra few, like 20, 30 minutes in a work day, that's time you can be working out.
Right.
So I think flexibility just really allows employees to not get so burnt out.
Yeah, I definitely. So whenever you start this company, let me know, because I'm going to come work for you. Because if I can
Okay.
take naps, play foosball, watch some movies, and don't have to stay till 5, I'm there. So
I mean, who
I'm
wouldn't
there.
want to go play pool on their lunch
I'm
or
there.
go have a work meeting over ping pong? I think it just
Absolutely.
really would help team building too. It would
Yeah.
help you get closer to your team. You wouldn't dread going to work as much if you know and you can like look forward to something like that. And I think giving your employees and showing your employees that you trust them, as long as they don't take advantage of that, I think it would be fine.
Yeah, and I think with that, I think there's a minimal chance for people to kind of overindulge in those things because of the pressure of, okay, I don't want to be seen in here for an hour straight or half the workday. But
Right.
also doing those kinds of things allows for a lot of creative space. So I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So my thing that I would make compulsory or required is definitely not as fun as Kiersten's, but I would make compulsory the open floor format, open table format. I would get rid of all desk clumps. I've always said that I don't want to work in a place that had, barriers and obviously, or desk clumps, cubicles. Thank you. And those are kind of inevitable in most places. Most places have them, but the whole gray wall cubicle, minimal amount of lights in the office is very boring to me. So I would get rid of all that, bring some bright lights in, but especially the open table format. I think it inspires conversation. And as somebody who loves to talk, as you guys can see, I think it would be really good. And it also inspires creative space, but also just allows conversations to kind of flow back and forth, which I think is important in the workplace, because many times we can all just go to work and not say very many words to anybody and then just come home. So especially with technology and headphones, people can put in music. So no, I would definitely, the open table format is kind of my idea. Not as fun, but I also think super important. And a little less conventional as far as the thing that I would ban, less conventional than requiring the 40-hour work week, because I really like that. I should have stolen that. But the thing that I would ban are ties, like the ties that we wear. Then for women, any kind of dress up thing, I would ban all that. Personally, I like to wear, if I'm gonna look presentable, I don't like to wear suits. I wear them to interviews and such because it's what makes me look my best. But personally, I don't feel my best in those. I feel my best when I'm comfortable. I am comfortable in shorts and a t-shirt, and while that's likely too casual, a polo and some nice kind of pants, and the equivalent for women, which I apologize and I'm not sure what that is.
A blouse and a skirt.
Boom, there it is. The equivalent for women, whatever we can be comfortable in. And so I said ties because ties generally imply that you need to dress up, but it's the whole concept of having to dress up that I would ban.
Right.
So no ties, wear a polo, wear some nice pants, a hoodie. Let's come to work comfortable, get some work done. I don't want to be worried about, oh, my tie is too tight, my shirt doesn't fit right when I'm trying to do work. I need to be comfortable and in that space to do those kinds of things. So I would require open table format. I would ban dressing up. Kiersten, we also call her KJ, would require rec rooms, which is awesome. I need to go work for that company, and would ban.
There are companies that do that right now, so it's out there.
I need to do that. And then she would ban the 40-hour inflexible hours. So no, that's great. So thank you for that. We are going to now move on to the third and final segment, the main event, the nitty gritty. We're going to get right into it. Kiersten, my first question out of the nitty gritty is, actually back up. Having been your friend, I've seen kind of your health journey, transition, do a lot of things, from when we were freshmen in high school to now a year and a half, 2 years out of college. So my first question for you is, how have you seen your eating habits change over the last few years in your personal health journey?
So, I mean, it was kind of different. When I was in high school, I was the type of person that would go to the Y after school every day, work out if I wasn't active with after school activities. My family growing up, we ate dinner together every night. And my mom always cooked for me. So when I went off to college and I didn't have that capability to eat whatever, I mean, I guess I have the capability to eat whatever I wanted, which was almost the issue. So eating dorm food, not always fun.
Yep.
So that was a little bit tough for me because I was used to my mom cooking me meals almost every day and being able to have healthy food in my life. And so then going on to college, you kind of just eat whatever is accessible in a dorm and eat too much of it because it's buffet. Mm-hmm. And so I would still work out, but not enough. So then transitioning to living in an apartment, again, you kind of eat in college what's the cheapest and you're balling on a budget.
Yep.
And so you don't want to put much time. And when you're just cooking for yourself, it's also hard. And now that I am an adult, or I like to think of myself as an adult.
You are. We are.
Yeah. I like to think that I can afford healthier food, which is great. I'm taking the time, I have the time to fuel my body with food that is going to benefit me. So I'd say definitely in the last year and a half, is the best I've been at my food eating habits. I now look at everything as, is it going to fuel me? How's it going to make me feel? Am I going to feel bloated after I eat it? And more looking at things on the 80-20 side scale. So
I love that.
I'm never going to give up Chick-fil-A or my ice cream. Yeah. But it definitely, over the last year and a half or so, I've been able to find how my body reacts to certain foods. So I have been one of those people that I cut out gluten and dairy and all of that kind of stuff. And it is crazy how that stuff can make you feel. So introducing all that stuff back in, I noticed that I eat gluten or dairy, I'm going to feel bloated after. Mm-hmm. And obviously I'm not going to give that up completely, but it does show you that food can affect your energy and how you feel and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. I love what you said about 80-20, because I think there's a big stigma in the health food community that in order to be healthy, you have to give something up or give multiple things up, whether that's carbs, which don't make you fat, by the way, for anybody out there.
No.
Carbs make you fat. Overeating is what causes us to gain weight, not specific carbs. And, just the whole 80-20 spectrum. You don't have to give up sugar. You don't have to give up dairy. You don't have to give up sweets,
right.
All fast food, you still eat Chick-fil-A. You still, eat the things that you enjoy. And I think that's what's important is combining that kind of physicality with the mental side of things and not driving yourself crazy, but also realizing that what you eat is going to affect you in one way or another.
Yeah.
Is this positive? Is this negative? And then how do I feel mentally in that space as well? So that's awesome. Right. What are some of the things? Go ahead. Sorry.
I say 80-20, but I am a work in progress. It's probably more 70-30, but I also, for me, so one of my big workouts is kickboxing. And I know that the days that I burn more calories, I still try to stay within my range, but I don't count calories necessarily. I just kind of in my head try to estimate and not overeat. But I do those days that I know I'm going to have a harder workout, or if I want to eat Chick-fil-A or ice cream, I just kind of know that I should burn a little bit more that day. So it's all about balance, and that's definitely what I've learned. especially over the last year and a half that I've really tried to be on this so-called journey, I guess.
Yeah. And I think
But
in doing that, it teaches you kind of long-term
yeah,
habits as well, because by not giving up the things you enjoy and realizing that you can have them, and as long as you balance everything out, when you're 49, 50, you can be doing the same exact thing you are now at 25.
right.
25. So, it's just,
20,
it's
how old am I? 24.
24. We're 24. Sorry. But, the point still stands. So, no,
Yeah,
that's great.
no,
I absolutely
absolutely.
love that. You indulge when you want to, but you don't indulge Monday through Sunday on
Right.
everything in the world. So, no, that's really awesome. And I really like that. My second question of the nitty gritty is, you mentioned kickboxing. And so I've known you to enjoy kickboxing, a little bit of running, and maybe not so much other things. So what do you like about kickboxing and running as opposed to other forms of physical fitness, especially those that are not as conventional? I know running's pretty conventional and plenty of people do kickboxing, but there's, the gym, weights, there's a
Yeah.
lot of different things that you can do. So what do you find appealing about kickboxing and running as opposed to other forms of fitness?
So I'm someone that gets bored very fast. And I have never been someone that has enjoyed lifting weights. I wish I did. I absolutely wish I did. But I just never have. And if I have someone that is going to pull my arm, take me to the gym with me, tell me exactly what weights to lift in every exercise, and hold my hand through all of it, great, I'll go do it. I have nothing against it. But at this time of my life, I've just found that I really enjoy kickboxing. And it's one of those things that I don't dread doing, which I think is key in a workout. If
Yeah,
you dread going to the gym to lift weights, you're never going to do it.
absolutely.
And so it was one of those things that I tried and I ended up absolutely loving. So the place I go has Monday, Wednesday, Friday kickboxing, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is resistance training. So doing workouts with bands, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I just found that going for 45 minutes and getting a nice workout in is good for the mental health. Absolutely. Go punch a punching bag or kick it and tell me how you feel after.
Yeah.
So being an actuary, I got to release the stress,
100%.
And so it was just something that I really enjoyed. And the 45 minutes goes by so fast. It's a group effort. So we're all encouraging each other, doing a little whoops and hollering during the workout. And it goes by fast. So it's
Yeah.
fun. You have a trainer. And then I do enjoy running, but I'm not the best at it. I never have been a runner. Training for a 5K is full-on training for me, but I enjoy it. And
By the fact that you enjoy running, you are a runner, by the way.
yeah, I guess, I mean, I can manifest it, I guess.
Just saying.
But I have lately gotten back into running. Of course, I do it now that it's getting hot outside, but I find that it really helps mental health too. It's 45 minutes where all I'm thinking about is one foot in front of the other, really pushing myself, and it just kind of shows me that I can do anything I set my mind to.
Yeah.
So in college, I would go to the rec and get on a stair stepper or whatever, but now that I've kind of moved to my adult life, I've just found that kickboxing really works for me and really pushes me to have a good workout.
Yeah. And I think one of the biggest takeaways there is finding what you enjoy doing. I think many times
Absolutely.
people are doing fitness for the end result, which that's great, but also enjoying the process is just as important, because like you said, with respect to weightlifting for you, somebody has to pull your arm, tell you what to do.
Yeah.
If you go to the gym and try to lift weights by yourself, that might last a week, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas by enjoying kickboxing and punching a bag and yelling and screaming and with your running, putting one foot in front of the other, pushing yourself, doing the things that you enjoy.
Right.
Like, that's awesome to hear that, it's group oriented. You're literally hitting a bag as hard as you can, releasing stress, and you do it because you love it and not necessarily just because of some kind of end result, which is
Right.
awesome, because I don't think a lot of people do that. Some people are more so about the end result than the process, and you're
Right.
about both, which is why you've been able to stick with it, which is awesome. So
Right.
maybe I've done kickboxing before. It is really fun to do, and just like punch and jump. Yeah, everything. It is a ton of fun and a fantastic workout. If you haven't tried it,
Well,
I highly suggest it.
and it's a mix of both kind of cardio and strength training
Mm-hmm.
almost, because I mean, you're punching a bag, but if you hit it hard enough, you can get muscles from that.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, we do core in between and jumping jacks. It's just a mix of everything. So,
Yeah.
and I really like that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I really appreciate that perspective on everything, because that I think there's stigmas against different things, and all of those are easily breakable by us just doing the things we enjoy doing. And like you say,
Right.
cardio and strength training. You may not be able to build gigantic muscles from kickboxing, but if you don't want gigantic muscles, then who cares? Like it, like that if that's not the goal, then who
You just
cares?
throw the push-ups in there.
Absolutely. Exactly. So with that, I will wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your perspective today. That was awesome. Really great talk. And like I said, when you become CEO, I don't know if it's going to be Kiersten Dey Industries, Kiersten Dey Inc., whatever it is, I want to be the first hire so that I can get in the rec room
Okay.
and start beating everybody at ping pong, because I'm the best. And if anybody wants to challenge me on that, I'm just kidding. I'm not the best. So
I'll hire you as our employees nutrition coach.
there we go. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Personal trainer, friend, whatever you want to be to them.
100%. I'll create my own title. So
Okay. Sounds great.
But thanks for coming on today. I appreciate it. For Kiersten Dey, I'm Jeremy Dorsey, and we'll see you next time on the Dorsey Healthy Living Show. Bye.
Bye.